What's going on, everybody? My name is Eason, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to get into topic 2.3 for AP Comparative Government and Politics, which is the executive system. So we're looking at the executive branch of government. Let's get started. Governments have executive institutions, including chief executives and cabinets, that formulate, implement, and enforce policy through different methods and agencies. Each government has a head of state and head of government. The head of government is the chief executive in charge of formulating, implementing, and enforcing policies through government agencies and cabinet. In the United States, this is the president. Head of state is more of a ceremonial and social role, but they serve as commander-in-chief of the military with a purpose to maintain state legitimacy and unity. In the United States, that's also the president. Let's look at our 6 core countries, though. China's president serves as the commander-in-chief, chair of China's military commission, and general secretary of the Chinese Communist Party. Now, are they head of state or head of government? Well, I said they were commander-in-chief, so they're going to be our head of state. The president nominates the premier of the National People's Congress, the legislative branch, who in turn serves as head of government, overseeing the civil service. Civil service is branches of government's administration that aren't judicial or executive and delivers public services. Changes in top leadership are accomplished behind closed doors. Talk about little transparency. Alright, let's move on to Iran. Iran's supreme leader is the head of state and sets the political agenda, serves as commander-in-chief and appoints top ministers. Expediency Council, half of the Guardian Council, who oversees elections and candidates, and the head of the judiciary. The president, the head of government, is elected for up to 2 4-year terms. They oversee civil service and conduct foreign policy. Mexico's elected president, as both head of state and head of government, they have both roles, serves as commander-in-chief and leader of the bureaucracy, which is an organization with non-elected government individuals carrying out functions to a series of policies and programs, like a mayor's staff. The president approves domestic legislation and leads foreign policy. The president is restricted to 1 term, though. In Nigeria, institutions are very similar. Nigeria's elected president serves as both head of state and head of government, serves as chief executive, commander-in-chief, and head of civil service, and can approve domestic legislation and conduct foreign policy. Russia's prime minister, the head of government, oversees the civil service. The elected president, head of state, and commander-in-chief appoints top ministers, conducts foreign policy, and presides over the Duma, a legislative house, under certain conditions. All of these legislative branches and houses will be discussed in a further video. The United Kingdom's monarch serves ceremonially as a head of state. The monarch is decided via bloodline. The prime minister, selected by parliament, is head of government. Typically, this is going to represent the political party majority of the House of Commons seats, which is the upper house of parliament. The prime minister can call elections, set the foreign policy agenda, and serve as chief executive over the civil service and de facto commander-in-chief, where the commander-in-chief position is given to head of state, but is really run by head of government. It is not formally recognized. Alright, that was the end of the video. Very, very quick. This unit has a lot of stuff, but they're very, very quick videos, and we're going to get through them really, really quickly, but very, very in-depth. Very, very cool. So please subscribe, like the video. It's free. It really does help me out. In the description down below, I do have a practice MCQ and FRQ course for this section and all other sections for AP Comparative Government. So go check that out. I'll see you guys in the next video, though. Adios.